Booktube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm coming to you with my Nonfiction November TBR. I'm going to be taking part in Nonfiction November and I'm really excited about it. It's being hosted as usual by A Book Olive and Nonfic Books, and I really enjoy the idea of just pushing yourself to read a little bit more nonfiction than you would normally. I am terrible with nonfiction. I was talking to quite a few people recently. I'm just really terrible. I love the idea of nonfiction and I start reading it and I read maybe the first few chapters and feel really like, yeah, this is brilliant, I'm really enjoying this, and then I just don't want to read it and I pick up something else and I read fiction and I don't come back to it. So I'm really hoping that I will read and get dented some of these non-fiction books that I have picked. The 4 challenges this year, if you want to use them as prompts, are home, love, substance and scholarship. So for the home, I'm going to be picking up this one called Raising Girls, Helping Your Daughter to Grow Up Wise, Warm and Strong by Steve Biddulph's. I've already actually started this because it's split into age ranges. So it takes you through the first 5 stages, creating a total girl, which I've read, and then you get birth to 2 years, which I read when Matilda was born. The next is learning to explore, 2 to 5 years, and I've read that as well. Matilda's now 5, so I'm going to be reading the Getting Along with Others chapter, which is 5 to 10 years. And then I'm also going to be delving into the next section, which is hazards and helps and the 5 risk areas. So although I won't be reading all of this, I'm going to be reading a fair chunk of it and the bits that are sort of relevant to us now. The next one that I want to pick up is The Sea Inside by Philip Hoare. I picked this up when I was in Bath when I went to Mr. B's. They recommended it to me and it just sounds really interesting. It says on the back that it's about the sea and Philip Hoare sets to rediscover the sea. So he travels from England to the Azores, Sri Lanka and New Zealand. Navigating human and natural history, he encounters scientists, tattooed warriors, whales and creatures we thought were extinct. Part memoir, part fantastical travel log. It's a wondrous voyage of discovery. So I think this just sounds really brilliant and I'm hoping to enjoy it, and I just haven't picked it up and this has given me the push to pick it up. I'm also going to be picking up something I've had for ages and it's very small and easily digestible, and that is Terry Pratchett's Shaking Hands with Death. This was Terry Pratchett's writing about being diagnosed with Alzheimer's in his 50s, and this is him arguing about a person's right to choose how they die. Next is one of my short introductions to, which I've got loads on my shelf and haven't picked up, and it's really sad, so I definitely want to dip into this. And I've got Science Fiction, a very short introduction by David Seed. In this, Seed is meant to delve into various different looks at science fiction, both fiction and poetry and plays and technology, space, aliens, utopias, gender. So I'm definitely going to pick this up and see what I think. And then one that I'm really excited about, which is on our Welcome Prize shortlist books that we're reading, but not this month, but I do want to get a head start because it is huge and it's something that interests me, and it is Neurotribes, The Legacy of Autism and How to Think Smarter About People Who Think Differently. And I'm really looking forward to this. I'm hoping it's going to be quite digestible and easy to read, and I'm hoping it will be really insightful into autism because it is definitely a subject and an area that I'm very interested in. So these are the books that I'm picking up for Nonfiction November. There's some that I'm delving into, some that I'm going to dip and start, some that I hope to devour, and yeah, I'm really excited about just pushing myself to read a little bit more non-fiction than usual. So a few of you had mentioned that you wanted to know what the shelf slam topic was because you'd been following along and using that to help with your TBRs. So I did pull out this month, and it's Read the Rainbow. So the idea we had behind that was that you would read the rainbow on the spines. So you would have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and you would read books with the spines in those colours. Not in that order necessarily, but to try and read a rainbow of colours. I think I'm probably going to be able to do that anyway with what I've picked. But I'm not actually going to be following the Shelf Slam challenge this month because I have other things going on in terms of TBRs. So I know that a couple of people did mention they wanted me to pull it out. So that is this month, as it is Read the Rainbow. But what are you reading? Are you doing Nonfiction November? What books are you picking up for that? Let me know, as always, in the comments down below, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.